started Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams 2 days ago. On page 155, I read so much these last 2 days. Like, I just kept reading and reading and not even updating because I've just been so obsessed with this book. This book is about Annie and Will. Annie is the youngest sister from the When in Rome series, which is about the siblings Noah, Madison, Emily, and Annie. Annie is basically the sweet, innocent, nice sister who can like do no wrong, and she's basically trying to find her husband because she thinks something's missing in her life because her parents had that kind of love, and now Amelia and Noah has that kind of love. And since her parents passed away, she's really like trying to find that love. She thinks she's horrible at dating because she's introverted and she can't like really make conversation, but that's just who she is. And Will, the bodyguard of Amelia from When in Rome, the first book, helps her with that, and he helps her be a good dater and gives her like lessons and stuff. And so I'm so excited to just have more scenes with them. I feel like every scene we get of them is like so short. I'm obsessed with this book so far. I'm gonna update you guys when I'm 100 pages more into it. Stop. You know what he says? She's quickly becoming special to me, like something rare and precious you want to put in a safe place so you never lose it. So towards the end of the book, I feel like with both of them, like you could just tell that the chemistry was just going throughout every single chapter. Like through every chapter, the chemistry was just growing and growing and growing. And so I feel like the moments that we had of them together, like with the tension and the chemistry and just like the banter, we wanted more. But like every little crumb that we got of them throughout the book, we definitely have like the emotional part of their conversations. Like it definitely feels like a rom-com movie, but we definitely have more like in depth of each of them and like why they are the way that they are, and then they healed each other through those hardships. I'm gonna give a rating like towards the end just so I could think about each book differently, but we are going to be starting a new book. Okay, you guys, so now that we finished Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, we are going to be starting the second book of this video, and that is Unloved by Peyton Corrine, which is a part of the Unbound series. The first one is Unsteady, which follows Sadie and Reese, and this one follows their best friends, Ro, aka Rosalie, and Freddie, aka Matt. I get to start this, and I'll update you guys when I'm probably like 100 pages in. I've started Unloved and I'm really liking the book so far. I feel like I got a good chunk in. I was just binge reading this. I'm around 200 pages and I have a lot of thoughts about it so far. I have so much to say about both characters and just like their chemistry together and like what's been happening. I feel like in the beginning of the book, I didn't realize that we are in, like, I was confused by like the time frame because I read Unsteady and I was like, okay, like is this just after they got together? But no, the time frame is at the same amount of time. It's basically the same time as Unsteady, just from their point of view, which I didn't really like, but she still includes like so many moments of them separately. It's just at the same time Reese and Sadie were together, so honestly it didn't really matter. This follows Matt and Rosalie, I love that name, and Matt is a part of the hockey team and Ro is a college student. She's a tutor. I think she's a TA, a teacher's assistant as well. And so Matt and her, they had interactions before, but this was like the one that they both remember together. And basically Matt needs help tutoring because he struggles a lot academically, and Ro becomes his tutor. And throughout the book, like they just understand each other more together as friends, and then it becomes something more. But so far I really love both characters. Matt, I feel like, was so just like misunderstood so far throughout the book, and I feel like in the first book you obviously just think that he's like the hot, doesn't care boy, like background character, But in this one, we like learn so much about him and like his struggles and why he is the way that he is. Ro is more like reserved in a way, but like she wants to do so much, but she can't because like those around her kind of help hold that back from her. It's the first Sadie, her best friend from the first book. I feel like I relate so much to her, and them together, so cute. I do not like her on again and off again boyfriend Tyler, because I feel like he controls her a lot even when they're not together. So I feel like you see that a lot throughout her friendship with Matt, which I didn't like because I was like, oh, my poor girl. But I love her so much. I love this book still so much. Continue this book. Probably will update you guys either when I finish the book or like when something happens and I'm like, I have to take out my camera right now. Okay guys, so I ended up taking out my phone and going to Snapchat to record because I had to charge my camera. But I really wanted to talk about the found family in this book because I'm reading so many moments about that. And in the first book, there was so much found family moments, especially with like Sadie learning to trust Reese and his family and his friends because of her two younger brothers. And I feel like in this book, it's with Ro, there's like a pattern in the book of both of them feeling lonely. And I just love in books when the authors like bring found family into the situation. But there's so many conversations that I've been wanting the characters to have in both books. So it's hard when the book is the same time frame because they don't really have those heart to heart conversations yet. Like it's like a little bit, but we don't fully have them. So I think in like her third book with Bennett, maybe we'll have that because Bennett is like kind of like the main one who needed to talk about certain things. Which is the goalie from the hockey team. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I'm really loving how there's found family in both of them, but they both feel so lonely. And I feel like that's like a topic that's not really talked about because like there's like this saying of you could be in a room full of people that you know and love but still feel lonely. And I feel like that's this. Okay, guys, so I ended up having to use my phone again to film because my camera is charging again because I had to film other clips for this video, but I finished the book and I loved every minute of it. It was so good. I feel like these two characters had such good banter and emotional talks and like found family moments and just friendship moments, and then like a good friends lovers book overall. Even though I complained about the time frame, I'm actually happy it was like that because there were so many moments where I wanted to know about their point of view, and honestly she couldn't have done it like after Reese and Sadie got together because I just feel like it wouldn't fit, you know, it wouldn't have fit. I really loved it. I feel like reading this in the summertime didn't really fit, but I still really liked it because I binge read it really fast, so it didn't really matter. Let's just start the third book and update you guys about that. But so far the video is going good. I'm happy that I'm like getting closer to finishing most of my series. So, and technically I did finish the series because the other ones haven't came out yet. Okay guys, so I started the third and final book for this video and it was really hard to pick a book. I feel like this book has been definitely higher up on my TBR and I love this author, love this series. It isn't my favorite series by her, but I still really love it. I ended up starting Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. And this is a part of the Friend Zone series, which the first one is The Friend Zone and the second one is the Happy Ever After playlist. And I love both of those books so much. I gave both, I think, like a 4, like a pretty solid rating. I was waiting so long to finally read this one because it follows Adrian, which is Josh's brother from the first one. I think his name was Josh, yes, from the first one. And he also had like a connection to Sloane in the second one. So when I found out that he was going to have his own book, I was super excited. So I started this book 2 days ago. It follows Vanessa and Adrian. Vanessa is fostering her niece, her sister's baby, who she just isn't capable to take care of her right now. And Adrian is her neighbor, and they have like a run-in where she needs his help, but he like unexpectedly gives it to her, you know, like it wasn't like, oh yeah, I need somebody's help, let me go knock on his door. It was just like it happened because of like different things that led up to it. In the beginning, it's so not quick pace, but I feel like I read it like super fast, and I didn't realize like that the first couple chapters are all in one day. And I was like wanted to mention like, oh yeah, this morning we did this, and I was like, huh? I was like, we're still in the same day, so it felt like it was a little bit quick, but because given the circumstances and like the situation, it made sense why like the connection was there, like slowly growing already, and like they were spending so much time together already. It wasn't like instant lovey or anything like that, or like super quick paced. It was quick paced, but like it made sense. I'm really loving Adrian. I feel like Abby Jimenez writes the best men. The best men. I feel like Adrian is just such a gentleman. He's so nice. Like he's not stuck up or anything like that. Like he's not bothering me at all. He's not annoying me. I'm just like, Adrian, where are you? Give me to the chapter. And then Vanessa is like so cute and funny. I love their banter. Like they're hilarious. I feel like Abby Jimenez, her banter in her books, my favorite part of the book. Of like just having a good laugh while reading. I feel like their dynamic is so good. Like their chemistry, even though like they're like constantly saying like we're just friends, like neither of them are ready to date. It's like those moments of like, oh, like if I was interested in dating and my heart was open to dating, I would choose you. So excited to continue reading. I left off on 154, and she has like the funniest like chapter titles. Let me see if I can. Yes, like the first one's like heard crying from next door. What I found was shocking, and it was just like it's just so funny. And I think she does this because Vanessa. Oh, I didn't even say their jobs. Vanessa is a YouTuber. She's a famous YouTuber, but right now she's like has to hold back a little bit with that because she's taking care of her sister's baby, her niece, and Josh is a lawyer, so he wears suits. Guys, so I thought I'll give you guys an update. I'm pretty far into the book. I'm on page 286 and I am stressed out. Okay, I am loving this book so much, but because of both of the reasons why they don't necessarily date, it's like so hard to like read because it's just like you guys are so clearly meant to be together. You're having so many romantic moments like if you were together, but you guys are just friends, so it's like struggling to read it a little bit because I'm like, can you guys just like figure it out, please? But it's so good so far. I'm absolutely loving it. I love all their moments together. I'm at the part where they're like kind of figuring out how they're supposed to be together. I think I'm just gonna sit here and finish it probably because I'm on page 286 and there's only 350 pages exact. So only a couple more chapters left. But so good so far. I literally just finished Life's Too Short, and I did cry at the ending because it was just so emotional and beautiful how everything was just wrapped up. And literally at the end, I was like, no way, no way. But I was so happy because it was so cute, and I loved it so much. And I'm gonna miss these characters. And I will say, they were definitely my favorite from the Friendzone series. Like, I can't believe I took so long to read this. Like, hello? Literally, I don't know if you can even tell, but I have so much underline. You probably can't even tell. But literally, so much underline, it's not even funny. Oh, that page has. Okay, anyways. Honestly, I think they're my top 3 ever in Abby Jimenez characters. I said what I said. Hello, you guys. So now I'm going to be giving all of my ratings and my final thoughts of each of these books. I'm not going to describe too much of what they're about because I kind of already did that throughout the video. But I finally finished all 3 books. I finished Life's Too Short last night. And yeah, I have so much to say. But yeah, I'm super excited because I feel like there were so many book series I've currently in the middle of, and there still are, but you know, this brings me one step closer. You know, that's what this video was for. Give our ratings and final thoughts. So the first book I read was Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, which is a part of the Ren and Rome series. Ren and Rome is the first one, and it follows Amelia and Noah, and Annie is Noah's little sister and the youngest out of all of the siblings, and Will is Amelia's bodyguard. This series follows each of the siblings, Noah, Annie, Emily, and Madison. I was super excited to read this one because as soon as she was mentioned in the first one, I was like, yep, that's going to be my favorite sister. That's probably going to be my favorite book because I related so much to her, and I feel like just seeing her grow so much into the person she's always wanted to be, but was like scared of what the town was going to say, what her siblings were going to say, just like her family in general, and then like Will like helping her through that. He helped her flourish in a way, and it was just so cute to see. I love their scenes together. I feel like it wasn't as cheesy as When in Rome, which I'm surprised it wasn't, but it was just so like cute and funny. Like I feel like when I was reading it, I wasn't like what are they even saying? Like, no, I loved every minute of this book. I was binging it so fast. I think I only had like probably like 1 or 2 updates, but this was just so good. And it's pink. Like, look, it's so pretty. And the rating for this is a 4.75. So close to a 5. I think the only reason I didn't give it a 5 was it just didn't fully give me the 5-star ratings. And honestly, since I read this book, I haven't really thought about them that much, but I still like absolutely love them. And you know, the rating is still pretty high, so I highly recommend this, especially for the spring or summertime. It's perfect, or honestly any season, because they're just so cute together, and I really love this book. The second book we read was Unloved from the Unbound series. The first one follows Sadie and Reese in Unsteady, and these are their best friends, Matt, aka Freddie, and Rosalie. And Freddie is in the hockey team with Reese, and Rosalie, Sadie's best friend, is a college student. She tutors. I think she's also a TA, a teacher's assistant, and so she has opportunity to tutor Freddie, but then they become really good friends. And what I loved about this book was that I feel like both of them were so similar in the sense of feeling like loneliness and like being that person in the friend group to like cheer you up and is always happy and never has a chance to be sad. And then like especially for Ro, her having an on again and off again boyfriend who would just belittle her and make her feel like what she was just doing was too much. Honestly, like she reminded me so much of Amaya Papaya from Love Island season. Don't know if you're watching it, but I feel like a lot of people were like kind of making her feel like her emotions weren't valid and she was just doing too much. And it reminded me so much of Rosalie because I was like, oh, Rosalie is also in the same position because her on again off again boyfriend is like making her feel less than because of the way she shows her emotions. And then here comes Freddie, the sweet gentleman that he is, and like he is known to be like the just like the school player, and he's just with every girl every night. He doesn't care about anybody else's feelings. But then we see a different side of him, and he's like, I do care. It's just I never had anybody who understood me like Ro does, and who allows me to bring that side of myself with her. And so like, oh, it was just so cute. I absolutely love this book. I'm gonna rate it a 4.5. It kind of felt repetitive in the sense of like Tyler, like the boyfriend, the on again and off again boyfriend, would like say something to Ro and like Matt would be there for her, and it was like, oh, like come on girl, get over him. But I know it's hard, like I know, so yeah. But other than that, I absolutely love the book. I related so much to Rosalie, and like all this cute scenes he would do for her, like fixing her curly hair. And I have curly hair, so I'm like, oh, love Matt Frederick. Okay, so good. And then the last book we read for this video, which I'm so excited I finally got to read, was Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, which is the last book from the Friend Zone series. So I did get to at least finish one book series in this video. Yep, that's something, that's something. This follows Adrian and Vanessa. Adrian is a cousin of Josh from The Friend Zone, the first book, and he also had a little cameo in the Happy Ever After playlist. And Vanessa is new. She's a new character that we haven't seen before. And she is his neighbor. She's taking care of her niece, her sister's baby. And yeah, they have a very interesting first interaction. And it was so funny, so cute. The banter, amazing. Like, I was like, okay, is he gonna be like a jerk? Like, with the situation? But he wasn't. He immediately was like, okay, I'm helping you, like, no questions asked, like, I got your back, like, write my number down, I'm your neighbor, anything you need. He takes out her trash. It's the little things, it's the little things, you guys. We love this book. Like, they were just so cute, and I feel like the things that they dealt with, because I will say the only thing that bothered me was a little bit of miscommunication, but I'm used to it by Abby Jimenez. Okay, if you read yours truly, you know. Thankfully, this wasn't as bad, you know, with the miscommunication. But it's still, I was like, guys, come on, because it's so hard when you're both struggling with something. And like I have mentioned that, like, Vanessa thinks she might have ALS, and Adrian like struggled with his past, like with his dad and his mom, working through that. It was like so hard to read, but so real and authentic, because I feel like that would actually happen in real life. So I feel like Abby does such a good job at like writing real characters and real feelings, and I absolutely love this book. I did cry at the end because I feel like I was going through the heartbreak throughout the book from like both of them, because I knew what Vanessa was going through and I knew what Adrian was going through, and for them to like go past that hurdle and like it be beautifully written. You guys, I love this book so much. I am going to rate it a 4.5. At first I was like, maybe it could be a 5-star, but then I feel like, I don't know, it also just didn't give me that 5-star feeling, but I still absolutely loved it. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun reading these books and getting closer to finishing all these book series I'm currently in the middle of. And I will see you guys in the next one.